Howdy folks, Steve here from the Alpine Motel in Kamloops with a little video of gratitude for the numerous people. I just can't believe how many generous people there are who come along and want to somehow get involved with what I'm doing by helping me out. And it's very heartfelt, I can tell you for sure. Now, first of all, I want to take a shout out to my friend Mike, who you'll see in some of the photos from when I very first started, photo op at the shoreline there in Victoria. He sponsored me by getting me a room to stay in, and last night it actually rained, so that was great. Had a shower. I hadn't had a shower since Hope, many days, and began to smell like a you-know-what. But that was, so thank you so much, Mike, for that. Very kind. The next guy I want to thank is my friend Mark back in Saskatoon, who I worked with for the last 6 months. And when I first met him, he called himself the teacher, and I didn't really understand what he meant by that. Although he's a very skilled and with a lot of wisdom in terms of getting stuff done in projects. I was working on a large commercial job, and he was hired to be my assistant, but I ended up learning more from him than I'd probably learned from anybody in that field. And you know, it's funny how people, I don't understand, I don't see a certain side of people, but now that I'm out on this trip, he follows me in what I'm doing, and every day he gives me inspirational quotes and definitions and ways to focus and so on from what he can share. So thanks a lot for that, Mark. And the next person I want to thank is a friend of a family member named Karma, and I don't think I had a shout out for Karma before, so thanks Karma for letting me stay at your place in Mission when it was quite wet and quite cold, and I was pretty tired. I had walked like 45 kilometers. I stayed at your place, I took a shower, I used your laundry, you fed me, all of that, just amazing. And you let me collaborate in your project on What is Home, which I posted some of it here. The next person I want to thank is a Facebook friend of mine named Jakab. This is a shout out for Jakab. He's a man I have a great degree of respect for. He's walked in the same roads and trails that I'm going to be walking. He is now, I believe, somewhere in around Pictou, Nova Scotia, making his way. He's walked right across the winter, which is astounding to me. So, and Jakab chimes in a lot and gives me ideas that's worked for him, like how to, the hostels and these sorts of things, what kind of food he likes to eat and so on. So thanks a lot, Jakab, for the help and chiming in and getting involved with what I'm doing and in any way that you can. That is awesome. The next person I want to thank is Bob. It's a wonder now. Every day I run into somebody who wants to help me in some way. One of the things I do after I walk about 35 or 40 kilometers, if I can find a little cafe, I will go in there. I like to buy something to help them out, but I'm hungry, and also I want to use their plug for my charger and the Wi-Fi if they have it. And I went in there and I ordered, the only thing, I'm vegetarian for the most part, although out here on the road I have to somehow cheat on that, and because sometimes I just got to eat or somebody gives me something. So this place, it looked like the only thing I could eat on the menu was the grilled cheese sandwich. So I ordered a grilled cheese sandwich, and I'm eating away, doing my Wi-Fi, updating my social media and so on. And right near the end, there's this big burly man, about 65 years old, comes over and he says, "I hear you're walking across Canada." He says, "Wow, that's astounding." He says, "I've taken care of your meal. My name is Bob." Put out his hand like a big ranch land cowboy, and he said to me, and I said, "You paid for my meal? That's unbelievable, Bob." And he says, "Anybody who's got the balls to walk that far, the least I can do is buy him a sandwich." So thanks a lot, Bob, if you see this. If not, it's out there in internet world, me saying thanks for your generosity. And I also want to have a shout out for Wayne. Wayne apparently, he stopped by the road, Cherry Creek. It was in Cherry Creek. That's between Savannah and here, a long area. It's basically not a town. It's just an area, basically. Cherry Creek, unincorporated. And he pulled over the side of the road, and he said, "Gee," he says, I saw you down near Lytton a few days ago, and you're still walking. And he was all fired up. He's a cyclist. He likes to challenge himself. He knew about Terry Fox. He knows Terry Fox's friend, and so on. And he came out and he had water for me, which is great because there's not a lot of water in that desert area. And he had granola bars for me, which was great. We had a great chat on the side of the road. And his kids were there. They're all kind of excited. They're teenagers. They were kind of excited at what I was doing. But mainly, he stopped, said hello, helped me out, and he seemed to feel good about it. I felt great about it. And I wanted to just thank Wayne for stopping and saying hello and helping me out. So once again, I just want to do this once in a while. You know, I'd like to do one for each, but the help is coming so fast and furious, fast and wonderful, that I'm just going to group them together once in a while. So once again, I want to thank my friend Mark. I want to thank my friend Mike, Karma for putting me up, Wayne, Jakab Muta for helping me out on Facebook, for Bob for buying my grilled cheese sandwich. Once again, thank you all for the help, and hope to see you out there on the highway again. Bye-bye for now.